Hello everyone, my name is Dani. Welcome back to my channel, Current Chapter. And today I am bringing you another huge book haul. So let's talk about books. I have 19 books to show you, and I'm gonna start in no particular order, just made two big piles here, and I'm just gonna pick the books and tell you about them and where I got them. So the first book I have here is I See You from Claire McIntosh. This is a thriller, and it's the same author who wrote I Let You Go, which I read last year, and I loved it. It was the twist was very twisty, and I'm very excited to read this. I haven't heard anything about it, but it's about a woman who starts seeing some ads with her photo on it, and she wants to know what's going on. So I'm really excited to read it. I bought this on a library book sale for $1, so yeah. Now I have another book that was also $1 in the same sale, which is The Perfect Girl by Gillian Macmillan. I've heard awesome things about her from other booktubers, and I don't know exactly if I've heard about this book specifically, but just from the author, so I was interested to read it. It's another thriller. I don't know much about it, and for thrillers we never want to know too much about it, so yeah. I know the author is very highly praised, so I'm excited. And then I have two books in a series, which is Leviathan and Goliath. These were also both each $1 in the same sale, and I'm not sure, I think this might be the third. Yeah, this is the third book in the series. This is the first one, so I don't have the second book. But they were both $1, and the premise is super cool. It's like a steampunk war world. I read Uglies from the same author a long time ago, but I remember really enjoying it. And I'm just so curious about it. And I thought, well, if I like this, I have the sequel that was $1. And if I don't like it, I guess I can unhaul them and it won't be too bad. But I can just buy the second one if I really want it. So that was my thought process. This is just $1. Another book that was just $1 was All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. Again, I heard awesome things about this author. I started reading The Last House Guest from her a few months ago, but I didn't get too much into it. But I've heard awesome things about this book. This is told in like a reverse chronological order. Starts in the end and you go back in time as you go. That's all I know about it. There are girls missing, as you go, you know what happened to them. I'm a little bit worried I'm gonna get super confused with this book and not understand what's going on, but I'm curious. And then I have another thriller, which is Unwanted by Christina Olsen. This was translated from Swedish, and I'm very interested. I'm actually reading this month in October. It's on my October TBR, and I'm very curious to read it. The premise is really cool. There's a baby who... Let's restart. There's a woman who's on a train with a baby, and she gets left behind on one of the stations, and her baby disappears, and then a few months, days, I don't know, later, the baby reappears, and it says unwanted on her forehead or something. She appears dead, and it says unwanted on her forehead. So very creepy, very good for October and Halloween season. So in the end of the month, you will know how I felt about it, or beginning of November. And then I have When She Woke by Hilary Jordan. This same book sale, $1. I thought it was a thriller. It looks very much like a thriller, and I've never heard about it before. Never heard about Unwanted either. But I like library sales because you can get books that you wouldn't normally buy for yourself, because I wouldn't just pay full price for a book that I've never heard about. So when I can pay $1, oh no, it got stuck here and I can't open it. Okay, so I might never be able to read the synopsis again of this book, unless I go on Goodreads, because now it's glued in, like the page is... Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't want to rip the page, but I remember it's in a, I think it's more sci-fi. It's in a world where people don't go to prison. They have their faces changed according, the color of their faces changed according to the crime they committed, and she's red, which is murder. The synopsis ended somewhat like that. So I got curious. And next I have The Lying Game by Roofware. Again, same sale. I've read two books in the past few months from Roofware. One I loved, one didn't so much. But I'm curious to read this one. I think it was a TV show, if it's the same one that I'm remembering. But I remember I watched it and I liked it, but I have no idea what even the plot was. So I will be surprised whatever happens here, because I really don't remember anything. But yeah, it's about lies and people telling lies, and it's a thriller, and very excited. I hope it's more like Turn of the Key than Woman in Cabin 10. Let me know if you've read it. And then I have, let me see if I have something else from that same sale, because then we can keep on the theme. No, but this is exciting. Okay, okay, there are two more from that book sale. Have Beartown by Frederick Backman. Again, BookTube is crazy about this book. I'm very intrigued about it. It's not something that I would usually read, but people that have the same taste in books as I do have loved it. So I'm really, really curious. I hope I can read it soon. It's not a fantasy or thriller or anything. It's just like a normal life book. I don't know if it's considered contemporary, but it would be an adult contemporary, I guess. But it's about a town where, oh my god, the cat's destroying the spider web. Of course she is. Maple, don't do that. Oh my god. She's eating the spider web. I'll deal with that later. It's about a town where this hockey star is accused of assaulting a girl, I think. And it just tells the story after that from different points of views and what's going on there. And it seems to be very dark, although it's not a thriller. It's not like Halloween-y book, but it's a dark contemporary. And I'm intrigued. And then I have the last book from the sale, which is also $1, is The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. This is the one that I kind of regret buying. It's a hard. I have the book in Portuguese in paperback, and I wanted, like, if possible, I'd prefer to read the original. And I found it hardcover in English, but it's kind of falling apart. So I don't know how I would feel about reading it in this state. But yeah, it's like not. Ugh. I don't know. I regret buying this one a little bit, but it was $1. It's not too bad. But it's unfortunate because I really want to have this book and the series in hardcover in English, but it's fine. And then what else I have here? This was the first 10 books, and I have 9 more to show you. There's one book that I pre-ordered that I was very, very excited about, which is Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff. It's the last book in the Nevernight series. The pre-order books were signed, and that's why I really wanted to pre-order it. I haven't started it yet. I didn't love God's Grave as much as I hoped I would, because I really, really loved Nevernight. But I'm very, very excited for the end of the series, because a lot of things should be solved in that yet. Then I have one book that I already read, which is Recursion by Blake Crouch. So I started the audiobook for this because I listened to the audiobook of Dark Matter and loved it. But this one was just too complicated for me to understand in audio format. So I got the physical book from Book Depository in the UK edition because I love this cover. And I read this already, and it's absolutely amazing. Super, super recommend. And it's so orange and blue. And I love it. Then I have two books that I got on Amazon, which is Give the Dark My Love and the sequel Bid My Soul Farewell, both by Beth Revis. The reason why I bought this, I think it's a duology, I think it's just these two books, is because Amy Kaufman was organizing together with 200 other authors a giveaway for whoever pre-ordered Bid My Soul Farewell to help Beth Revis because her husband was sick and she needed help, and I thought it would be an amazing opportunity to get the duology, help her, and participate on the giveaway. I don't know if I won anything, if I was supposed to have heard about it already, but either way, I'm excited to read this. I heard really good things about it, and I have two new books, so win, win, win. Then I have the three books that came in the August and September boxes in our crate. So in August, we got House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. This is a retelling of the 12 Dancers. I think that's the name of the of the fairy tale. And I'm very, very intrigued to read this. I was hoping it would fit on my TBR for October, but it didn't. But I will, if I read everything else that I have to read, I will fit this at the end of the month because I am really, really curious to read this one. And then in September, we got two books. It was the Halloween edition for our crate. So we got the Bone Houses. I was gonna say Bone Season, not Bone Season. The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd Jones. This is a very spooky book about grave diggers, and I'm very, very intrigued. And this is on my October TBR, so very, very excited. I hope I read more towards Halloween when it gets a little bit chilly outside, and very, very excited. This cover is so gorgeous. I love it so much. The original cover is black, which is already cool, but in white, this just looks awesome. And it's the same color as Maple. If you haven't watched my TBR yet, watch it just so you can see Maple picking this book for me, because it looks like her. And the other book that came in the September box in our crate was The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. It's a classic horror story. There's a Netflix show based on this book, and I watched a few, maybe the first or two first episodes, and I enjoyed it. I don't know why I didn't keep watching it, and I'm intrigued to read the book, but I've heard it's very slow, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about it, because Frankenstein was kind of a disappointment to me. That was Maple. Again, playing with the tripod now. There she goes. What was I saying? Okay, Frankenstein, I thought I would love it, and it was not very exciting. Very slow, I didn't finish it yet, but let's hope. But anyway, the last book I have to show to you is the one I'm maybe the most excited about, and that is Heart of Flames by Nikki Palfredo. This is the second book in the Crown of Feathers trilogy, and it's huge. Look at this. This is an arc. It comes out in February 2020. I got this in an Instagram giveaway, and I'm so, so excited. She sent me the book together with like this super cute bookmark and a handwritten note. Oh, also this. There's like a print with a super cool phoenix and the map of the story. And of course, because she's super, super amazing, this is signed to me. And this is the note that I mentioned. Oh no. That's like handwritten. And it's just so cute. Really, I'm very, very excited to read this book. I was just telling her today that I'm waiting until it gets a little bit colder outside because I love to read big books when it's colder. And I'm really, really super excited because Crown of Feathers is one of my favorite books of the year, so I couldn't wait for the sequel. I also got this month the second book in the Witcher series, which is Sword of Destiny. I'm gonna put an image right here. I don't have it with me. My husband's reading on his commute, so that's the 19th book because I only talked about 18 and I forgot about that one. So yeah. These are the 19 books that I got in August and September. It was a lie. so wish we had more days in a month to read more, or just more time. But yeah, we'll do what we can. Let me know which ones of this you've read, which ones you want me to read the most, and I will try to prioritize this. Maybe on next TBR I will just put a comments pick as one of the options for the M&Ms, and I will just pick whatever you guys vote for me to read in this video. So please leave a comment, tell me what you think about of these books. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos and if you want to hear my thoughts on all these awesome books. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.